Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. I'm Todd Ronan. I'm here with my friend Dag Mo. We were going to do a video podcast for you to tell you what's coming in week 15 of 2022. How are you this morning, Dr. Mo?
I'm doing well.
I forgot to post last week my predictions for Shiba Inu for all this week, and I said it would be down every day except the 7th, 11th, and 12th, and we saw it slightly rise on the 7th. Tomorrow, we should see a slight rise in Shiba Inu, and the 12th, we should see a slight rise, but nothing that will be stellar. I think we're still going to see a downward trend until the 15th. But hey, next weekend is Sunday, and it is also Easter. So we'll be joining you, probably do a special Easter podcast for everybody with some exciting things that don't necessarily reflect cryptocurrencies. You watch the news much, Dr. Mo?
No, I do not. TV shows and movies, it's just they have their own little social agenda they have to throw at you. Everything has to be politically correct, so it's just no fun anymore.
We did have a couple of viewers ask about some coins. They had questions about T-Fuel. They asked if the price of T-Fuel would double in 2022. And you did a muscle testing on that. And you said that it would, but we don't have double confirmation on that. We always like to look for double confirmation. We also ask if the price of Rose, the Oasis Network Rose, would double in price from April 22, and we got that that was not going to happen. The price of Veracity from April 2022 to December 2022 will increase at least 10x. And you got back that that would be a false increase.
Oh, false. Okay.
Someone asked about Sol. Phantasma Sol, which is $Sol, price will increase 10x from our April 2022 price, and you got that that was true. Well, I haven't looked at the price of Phantasma Sol.
How many? 2x?
10x from 2022. Wow. So that would be a larger increase.
How much is it?
Live market price
0.83.
Yeah, it's 83 cents. So we would see an increase of 83 cents to 8.30 this year, if that's true. Also looked at Starlink. In 2022, the price of Starlink will 25x from its current price in April. We got that that will not happen. We will not see a 25% increase in the Starlink token this year, unfortunately. We did see a surge of UFO gaming token, but not at a 25x modifier. So whatever the UFO gaming token is right now, we saw that it would increase, not significantly, but it won't max out over 25x what the price is today. Someone asked about a token called Blocktopia. That's not one that I was familiar with, but we asked a couple things about Blocktopia. We asked, will the price decrease 20x in 2022? And your muscle testing showed that yes, we will see a 20% X decrease in 2022. But the problem—
20x? You said 20% X.
Well, 20x, 20 times, a 20x modifier. Here's the caveat. We also asked, for the answer to that question, we got that it was true. We would see a drop of 25x for Blocktopia in 2022. But we don't know if that's from the all-time high or if that's from the all-time low, because it wasn't specified in the query that we put forth to the remote viewers. So we're going to have to make sure that we tighten those cues. We also ask about Blocktopia again. Will Blocktopia increase 25x in 2022? We got that it would not. So we're not going to see a significant spike on Blocktopia, but we're going to see a significant downturn. So can we make the assumption that we'll see an 18x explosion in Blocktopia, but it will drop down? We still need to do more work to figure that out. Somebody asked about was Electroneum. Are you familiar with the work that ETN
that's
does?
been around for a while. I kind of liked it in the past. It was one of the first fast ones. It was very cheap.
In the link below about Electroneum and these coins. We asked if we would see a 25% X increase in the price of electronium in 2022. We did get yes, but we need to check what the lowest price of electronium was in 2022. Are we seeing the lowest prices now, or have those prices, were they from February? We don't know yet. So we're gonna have to look at more timeframes to tell you when you should see that spike and when to invest. We're gonna look at what the threshold top is, and hopefully that will give you an idea of when to sell. And I ask you if Tiger Woods will not finish in the top 10 at the Masters in 2022, because it was something that everybody was talking about last week. It was a news event, and you got that was true. So tomorrow we'll find out if that was in fact true, or later today we'll find out in fact if that was true.
What is his ranking now?
I couldn't say. I would have
Has it started? Yeah.
Let's see.
I'm just curious. His I say we need to try to find a handful of coins that we think will outperform Shiba. That should be another strategy we should go into.
Because would you like to share how difficult it is to do your taxes, having your coins across multiple exchanges today, since we're coming up on tax day this week?
It's very, very, I'm actually a little bit more comforted now. I mean, I say if you deal with a lot of international, if you're American, that is, this is geared towards Americans, because I think America tax system is the most convoluted of any country. Excuse me, Gate.io, which is actually registered in Virginia, but it's originally a Chinese exchange, but it's still run by Chinese. You just can tell. I've been on it. But now they're banning Americans out of it now. I think it's already been banned. So if you have an account, it's kind of like the old Binance where they kicked all the Americans out and then they get them into a new one. That's what they're doing, I guess, because there are a lot of complaints that Gate.io is giving Americans problems. And I was one of them. Fortunately, I put enough heat on them where they corrected the issues in the past. And that's another story. But anyways, dealing with these international exchanges and also DeFi, it's really messy with the taxes. They're not very clean. They don't report every single transaction. And if you have one little broken transaction where something doesn't add up, it makes you, when you use a crypto tax software such as Coinly, which I advise, even though my tax lawyer likes it, and it shows that you owe a lot more than you really have, which is crazy. And so you start to get, have a little, murmur in your heart, you start to feel a little anxious when you see stuff like that pop up. I had to hire a good tax attorney or CPA that specializes in crypto. There's very rare you'll find that. I have to shout out to, mine is Kent Savage. He's out of Utah. They stick with exchanges like Coinbase, Coinbase Pro, Kraken, and Gemini. They're very, very good with keeping ledgers or their spreadsheets on transactions clean. They're very clean, slated exchange. But the other, even Binance, regular Binance, I don't think is that Binance.us. No, they're just an offshoot of the Chinese Binance. Just do your, and also DeFi. You're doing, trying to get unknown cryptos. So they're not on the exchanges yet, but they're on the DeFi. That gets really messy too. When when you're trying to find out your positions, when you deposit, withdrawal, and different transactions, and it gets into a liquid pool, it's not where they're going to get the price. It's really messy. When you see a bunch of 0.00000023 prices, and the IRS is like, what's this? It's got to have a value. And that's why a lot of lawyers, CPAs, do not want to deal with crypto clients. And if you get one, you're lucky. And if he charges you a lot, you better say thank you, because they can save you thousands of dollars. There's many scenarios, but I'm not here for legal advice and or giving out legal advice. But there are ways where the lawyers can figure things out for you.
Any closing words to the general public?
Hopefully we're gonna see the moon. So just have that faith, and in due time.
saw teeth.
Yeah.
More saw teeth coming for the next week.
Yeah, just hang in there.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next week. Happy Easter.
All right. All right, guys.